You're watching KODE TV 12 Joplin, your station for our kids.
Come on to the best, only on KSN.
Good evening, I'm Scott Holman. Coming up on KODE News, it's time to start preparing.
At 6 with Jim Jackson, Sherry Sanders, Ken Ford Weather, Jim Odie Sports, and the entire KSN News Center team.
Good evening, everyone. The man accused in the slashing death.
You're waking up with 4 States Today with Gary Bandy and Amanda Irwin. Your first look at today's hometown news and weather. Covering all of the 4 states, this is KSN 16, your hometown news at 6. With the most trusted news team, Jim Jackson, Sherry Sanders, Sam Lane Weather, and Mike Olmstead Sports.
Douglas Clan teams up on the big screen in one of 3 new films opening today. We'll have those stories right after this.
This is Action 12 News with Jimmy Sidelecki, Mallory Maddox, meteorologist Ray Foreman, and sports with Bruce Vonderhaar. This is your Action 12 News at 5.
The closed caption portion of
38 years on the job, a local college professor is calling it quits. We'll take you to his retirement ceremony next.
This is Action 12 News with Jimmy Sidelecki, Mallory Maddox, meteorologist Ray Foreman, and sports with Bruce Vonderhaar. This is your Action 12 News at 6.
the closed.
That story is next when Action 12 News at 10 continues.
This is Action 12 News with Jimmy Sidelecki, Mallory Maddox, meteorologist Ray Foreman, and sports with Bruce Vonderhaar. This is your Action 12 News at 10.
Mile count at Roper Kia, Missouri's #1 volume Kia dealer.
This is KSN 16, your hometown news at 10.
Good evening. Drivers got a little bit of relief in the 4 states today thanks to a local church.
The Family Life Assembly of God and Bo's One Stop, both in Pittsburgh, work together to help out area drivers. Bo's One.
This is KSN 16, your hometown news at 10. With Jim Jackson, Tiffany Alanis, meteorologist Gary Vandy, and Sean Terrell Sports.
One person is dead and several others are in critical condition after an early afternoon accident on a busy 4-state interstate. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Courtney Culler. Jim and Tiffany have the night off. The accident...
From KODE 12, you are watching Action 12 News. Good morning, 4 states.
And welcome back to Good Morning 4 States. It is a finally Friday morning, and with
you are watching Good Morning 4 States with Alan Matthews and Shannon Bruffett. This is Action 12 News.
And welcome back to Good Morning 4 States. It is Friday morning. We got a winner a bit quicker than I thought we would.
Live from KODE 12, you're watching Action 12 News at 10.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gretchen Bolander. Brian has the night off. A taped confession from a man charged in the rape and murder of a 9-year-old girl may not make it to trial.
You're watching Action 12 News at 10 with Brian Dorman, weather with meteorologist Ray Foreman, and sports with Andy Searcy. Live from the KSN studios, this is Hometown Today.
Everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Jessa Lewis.
And I'm Caitlin McCardle. Today is Friday, October 22nd. Happy Friday air.
You're watching KSN Hometown Today with Philip Mitchell and meteorologist Caitlin McCardle weather. You're watching KSN, your hometown news. Live from the KSN studios, this is KSN, your hometown news at 5.
Search and recovery efforts
You're watching KSN, your hometown news, with Tony Valliere. Weather with meteorologist Gary Bandy. We are KSN, your hometown news. Live from the KSN studios, this is your hometown news at 10.
Mary, a toddler is recovering tonight after being attacked by a...
You're watching KSN, your hometown news, with Jim Jackson, Tony Valliere. Weather with meteorologist Gary Bandy. And sports with Eric Connect. We are KSN, your hometown news.
Now in high definition, you're watching KODE Action 12 News at 10.
Good evening.
Now in high definition, you're watching KODE Action 12 News at 10 with Jennifer Pignate, meteorologist Ray Foreman, and Andy Searcy.
Now in high definition, this is KSN Local News with Philip Mitchell, Jessica Shear, meteorologist Gary Bandy, and Eric Connect. We are KSN Local News.
Coming up, find out how a local district's bus maintenance is paying off. Work will soon begin to reconstruct an intersection in Monette, how it's a collaboration between the city and MoDOT. And we have the latest on President Trump's immigration policy reversal.
You're watching Good Morning 4 States.
Good morning. It is 6:02 a.m. Thanks for joining us on Good Morning 4 States. I'm Katie Owen.
I'm Coleman Bandy. We are seeing fairly nice temperatures this morning, also a lot. Stay with us.
This is Good Morning 4 States with Katie Owen and Coleman Bandy.
Well, here we go. Second day of 2024. Day number 2. What say you, huh? Good morning, 4 States. Hope you guys are doing well here. Now it's kind of getting back.
You're watching KODE Action 12 News, the early edition.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Andy Searcy. The city.
Watching KODE Action 12 News, the early edition, with Andy Searcy and meteorologist Ray Foreman. watching KODE Action 12 News at 10.
Hi there, good evening. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Joplin police continue to search
for a shooting in Joplin, who authorities have behind bars. And local bands come together to spread one message, acceptance, how they're raising awareness about bullying and suicide. And a local community hosts Flag Day a week early. Now this is a good weekend for residents. The news starts now.
You're watching KODE Action 12 News Weekend Edition.
A man is left in critical condition after a shooting on a Joplin highway. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Austin Heislip. Just after 2.
This is Action 12 News Weekend Edition with Austin Heislip, meteorologist Adam Sherwinski, and George Balekji.
Your Midwest.
This is KSN Local News Today with Aaron Sullivan, meteorologist Chase Bullman, and Hank Rudd. Now, from the station you count on for local news that matters, this is KSN, your local news today.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Today is Thursday, June 21st. I'm Jasmine Bailey. A warning this morning for anyone planning to cool off in a swimming pool this summer.
This is KSN Local News Today with Jasmine Bailey, meteorologist Chase Bullman, and Hank Rudd.
Farms large and small starts now.
Now, from the station you count on for local news that matters, this is KSN, your local news at 6.
Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Jessica Shear with first the governor and then Lieutenant Governor changing faces in Missouri. A lot of question and a lot of attention is focused on filling elected positions that go vacant. Now,
KSN, your local news at 6 with Jessica Shear, meteorologist Matt Poskai, and Eric Annette. Two Bulls, your local news at 10.
He rode the bus to school and did not get off. And
This is KSN Local News Weekend with Ashley Godwin, meteorologist Joy Bettenhausen, and Kevin Ryans.
This is KSN 16, your local news today, with Tiffany Alanis and meteorologist Brett Scott.
Good morning to you, and thanks so much for joining us on this Thursday. It's May the 18th. I'm Tiffany Alanis. Happening now, President Biden.
This is KSN 16, your local news at 6, with Jessica Shear, Jeremiah Cook, and meteorologist Brett Scott.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us. Jessica has the evening off. A 10-year-old Grammy boy.
This is KSN 16, your local news at 10, with Jessica Shear, Andy Searcy, and meteorologist Chase Bullman.
good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. A Pineville woman.
Mallory Maddox on your Action 12 News.
Sullivan, only on KSN Local News.